The global health situation has changed the world even more than 9/11, and in a more positive way in terms of getting people to start their own businesses and being more creative. The global health situation is creating entrepreneurs and creativity out of necessity. The other positive way in which the global health situation has affected our lives is in the way more people work from home, which means less congestion and less pollution, while allowing people to save on fuel as well. The best part is the business ideas and opportunities that have been created. We decided to take a closer look at these today. But before we get into the video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to our channel with notifications on so you don't miss any of the cool new videos we're posting. Creativity is rising. WeTransfer has released the results of its third annual Ideas Report, which in 2020 surveyed 35,000 people in 183 countries working in the creative industry. The company looked to explore how the global health situation affected creative ideas and reported that 45% of respondents had more creative ideas this year due to changes in their working environment, and a third of people felt more creative than usual, while a fifth felt more inspired. 40% of people felt more confident in their ideas than before the global health situation. The people who've taken on new jobs this year reported the highest levels of creativity, with over 61% of people in new jobs saying that they're having more creative ideas than ever. In its extensive report, WeTransfer poses the questions: does creativity thrive outside of our comfort zones, or is it an effective coping mechanism when times get tough? In 2018 and 2019, work was the #1 distraction from creative ideas, but in 2020, work was far less of a distraction. The report says staying inside was the #1 thing distracting residents from having creative sparks, followed by money worries, social media, and TV, and the effects of the global health situation. Mental health also featured prominently as a blocker to creativity, as well as racial and political issues. Finally, the report found that family and friends have been the main source of inspiration during the global pandemic situation for nearly half of respondents, while 40% cited nature as their go-to source, and 28% looked to entertainment and the media. What do CEOs think about the way the global health situation has changed their work environment? In April 2020, Brain.com held dozens of conversations with CEOs about the big idea, or the major theme, that will frame all strategic and organizational changes to come. Most CEOs agree on the big idea emerging from the current crisis. We can't go back to the way we were. Instead, we must become part of a more adaptable, learning organization, competing not only with scale, but also speed. We must rediscover business building to disrupt the status quo and step confidently from the crisis into a much-changed new world. While these CEOs agreed on the what of the big idea, they differ on the why. We can roughly categorize their vision into the following 3 ways. The lessons from lockdown CEOs. They are enjoying the flexibility of working from home, the smaller and shorter Zoom meetings, the faster cadence, the greater experimentation, the empowerment of local offices, and more. They're telling their organizations, this new normal feels smarter and better than the way we worked before. The rapid, accelerating trend CEOs. They argue that the crisis isn't bringing anything new, it's actually a rapid acceleration of current trends. For their company, that might be digital disruption, evolving customer behaviors, new attitudes towards climate change, the erosion of globalization, and so on. They're saying these trends are now accelerating. We need less talk, more action. The end of an era CEOs. They believe we're seeing the final decade of professional management system. They believe we're seeing the final decade of the professional management system. This system, which originated in the 1920s, manages scale well, but creates a huge amount of complexity. Today's incumbents don't have time to manage that complexity. They need to keep up with new industry entrants that compete with scale and speed. We call them scale insurgents. These CEOs are saying this crisis has exposed the cracks in professional management and forced us to work differently. Let's seize this moment and start our own journey to become a scale insurgent. The attitudes of CEOs embrace new ideas born from the global health situation in terms of doing business, which supports new business ideas from developing. Business ideas born from the global health situation. So, what are these ideas that have originated because of, or maybe thanks to, the global health situation? We take a closer look. Cleaning services. Since the global health situation outbreak, hygiene has been one of the main things that healthcare providers encourage. If you like to clean, you can easily turn it into a business. With a few staff members, a host of cleaning supplies, and transportation, you can offer cleaning services to homeowners, apartment complexes, and commercial properties. Mask making. Known for their durable outdoor furniture made from recycled plastic, Polywood is pivoting to respond to a call to action from Indiana hospitals that have reached out and asked for 1 million cloth surgical masks. The company is enlisting their sewing team that normally assemble outdoor furniture cushions to help create the mask, and their textile partner, Revolutionary Fabrics, is currently testing different fabric blends for breathability. Polywood will do their own in-house research in conjunction with local health leaders to quickly scale and produce masks that can can also be bleached and reused to meet escalating demand. Medical courier service. If you have a reliable vehicle and good time management skills, you may want to consider creating a medical courier service. As a driver, you'd be responsible for transporting medical items like lab specimens, prescription drugs, and equipment. Smart security kiosk. While large numbers of U.S. citizens are expected to work from home due to the continuing global health situation, utility workers, first responders, and medical staff are still expected to fulfill their duties. Security provider Force 5 has taken a unique approach at keeping staff healthy during this global health situation and developed kiosks at security points that ask workers health screening questions before entering critical areas or interacting with critical personnel. Questions such as, "Do you have clearance?" and "Have you traveled?" are asked to protect workers. They are also developing a thermometer to check staff temperatures and integrate with their kiosks to automatically reject high-risk individuals entering a facility. Home care services. Many seniors need help with everything from errands to repairs around the house. With some experience, you could consider growing your business to help seniors transition from their homes to assisted living facilities, offering such services as packing, transporting, setting up, or storing their furniture and possessions. Old games become new health tools. Online chess and backgammon website Chessgammon, based in the United Kingdom, has seen a spike in demand for these traditional games. With billions of people housebound, the company has been helping people at home stay mentally active and reduce the risk from going outside. Who would have thought that such ancient games would have suddenly become so popular again? Online teaching. The demand for online education has opened up a wide possibility for entrepreneurs to start their own ventures. You can choose any subject you're knowledgeable about and teach a course regardless of your location. If you don't have advanced knowledge in any particular subject, you can teach English as a foreign language online to students overseas. Volunteer booking app. Zelos is an app for volunteer management based in Estonia. Originally developed for events and festivals, when the global health situation struck their northern European country, they connected their app to collaboration app Trello within 48 hours and created a helpline for senior citizens. The elderly call the helpline, and an operator uses Trello to push information to volunteers' smartphones. Within 24 hours, they had signed up more than 1,000 volunteers, and within 2 days, they were helping seniors to get groceries and avoid the 3-day wait times. The founders don't have the resources to scale this idea beyond Estonia and are looking for those interested in implementing this idea into their own communities. The API is free, and people would only need to cover minor software costs. Digital marketing. Digital marketing services are always in demand, and many small and mid-sized companies would rather outsource these services than establish a costly in-house team. If you've got chops in SEO, content marketing, pay-per-click, web development, or social media management, you could have a business opportunity that allows you freedom to work from home. App developer. If you're knowledgeable and experienced in technology, you may want to consider a career in app development. Smartphones have become an everyday accessory for many people. This has thus increased the demand for mobile apps. Similarly, virtual reality software has become popular in recent years, so there's a demand for VR app development as well. Online fitness and wellness programs. The global health situation has caused people to work from home and stay inside most of the day. This, combined with the anxiety that stems from the global health situation, has led to a loss in routine, with people no longer working out, drinking more alcohol, and generally taking care of themselves less. Now more than ever, people need extra motivation. There aren't gyms to get you to leave the house and work on your body, and staying inside all day can make you feel isolated and stressed. Food trucks. Food trucks might sound like a wild idea, but the industry is growing. With indoor dining limited in many locations right now, aspiring restaurateurs might find more success with a food truck. Food trucks come in all shapes and sizes, serving up a wide range of snacks and cuisines. Take your favorite style of food on the road and sell your culinary passions directly to your hungry customers. Full body sterilizers. Booster Biological Technology, based in Pleasanton, California, has been producing high-quality antibodies and testing kits to the scientific community since 1993. But with the arrival of the global health situation, they've sprung into action to develop new products that help patients and medical workers. The company is working on a whole-body sterilizer that will be sprayed over your entire body. They're also developing thermal scanners to be installed around the U.S. that will check body temperatures of visitors to airports and buildings, the first screening step in identifying patients. Thank you for watching. Feel free to leave a comment if you think of other ideas that were born from or made more prominent by the global health situation. Do come back for more. Until then, stay safe.